Welcome into Birds Huddle, powered by PointsBet. You know him, you love him. His name is Barrett Brooks. And I'm Taryn Hatcher. Barrett, you are a man of the people, some may say. You were out there with the masses last night. Seemed like it was so much fun. I mean, how much did you enjoy having football back, even if it's just a practice?
It was unbelievable. You could tell this season's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I needed something to lift my spirits because I actually lost in my flounder tournament for my marina. You know, I lost to a little kid, you know, Cole, real good guy. Cole from Poppy's Pal, on their boat, kicked my butt today. I got beat by a guy that's this tall, man. I'm still mad. But, hey, that's my guy, though. Me and you, Cole. Me and you.
I say, if you're going to lose to anybody, lose to Poppy's Pal.
Yeah,
you know?
There you go.
All right, A.J. Brown was certainly impressed with what he saw from the crowd. He tweeted out, quote, "Philly, are you serious? That was practice 30K plus here at practice? Nah, I love it here already. Today was fun. Only the beginning with that fire flames emoji." And that brings us to our 3-point stance, Barrett, and it's presented by your Mercedes. Your first stance, Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. It's going to be something special, and now people have some tape to back that up as well.
No question. You know, the gift is going to keep on giving, and it's going to come in results from Jalen Hurts. Having trust. Yes, that's my new word. Trust for Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. He trusted that his wide receiver was going to go out there and make a play. Now, it was really good coverage by Bradbury. He's right there to make the play, had the safety coming over the top, but it just goes to show how much confidence he has in A.J. Brown. That's a little more than friendship right there. That's trust that he's going to go out there and make a play. He didn't have that last year. And when you look at it, look at where he dropped it. I mean, he hit it right there, and he knows that his receiver will go get it. A.J. Brown is built different than most receivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a guy that's diesel. You know, he has long arms, strong hands. He's going to get them 50-50 balls. In fact, not even 50-50 balls anymore. Let's call them 70-30. 70%. The A.J. Brown's going to go get it, and that's the confidence level he's going to have. And Hurts throwing it, he's going to say, all right, you throw it, I'm going to get it for you. It just opens up a safe catch radius. Now, I'm not going to say, you know, he has a huge catch radius. No, he has a safe catch radius. Jalen Hurts knows that if he throws the ball to A.J., he's going to compete for it. Either he gets it or nobody gets it. His hands are strong enough that he can rip it out the air. He can rip it from a DB. So there's going to be a little bit more confidence on how those two play together. Plus, if you look at how the game went, how the practice went, the little slant routes, those are going to be big plays because run after the catch is what A.J. Brown does best. Getting the ball out of his hands, Hurts getting the ball out of his hands on time, getting it to his receiver. That's how this offense is going to keep going, keep the chains moving. And, oh, by the way, when they start running those speed screens mean he's going to throw the ball out there to A.J. Brown real quick, and then he has a trail of offensive linemen blocking for him. Those could be big plays because he's dynamic enough and big enough, strong enough, and yes, I'm saying fast enough to go out there and make a play. So, yes, it's going to be a gift that keeps on giving.
It's interesting as well that you mentioned James Bradbury and coverage on that play because I believe it was James Bradbury who said at one of the early practices that A.J. Brown is so hard to defend against because he is so capable of being long, going out and grabbing those balls, bringing them in safely.
Trust.
That being said, yeah, it's a football trust fall.
Yes,
it's a little bit different than a typical BFF's trust fall. But just out of curiosity, because I couldn't go last night, how loud did Lincoln Financial Field get for a practice touchdown when that happened?
I mean, those kids, you could tell the team was excited. They were out there raring to go, you know, and it was so loud that half the time you could just tell. I had turned around, I went up to get me something to drink real fast. All of a sudden I heard the crowd go, "Rah!" And I was able to go look up on the Jumbotron. That's the great thing about being in the link. I looked at the Jumbotron, and I saw a little slant play that they gave to A.J. Brown, and that's when he hit it. Did a little spin. I mean, it took it, you know, I mean, he'd have probably got tackled. Mm-hmm. But I hate to see a little bitty DB try to run up on A.J. Brown and try to make the tackle. If he doesn't go low, he's probably going to get buried. In fact, A.J. Brown probably step on his chest. So those are the big plays I see these two having simply because Jalen Hurts trusts A.J. Brown to go get the ball and take the ball.
All right, let's go to the other side of the ball for your second stance. Jordan Davis, this man is going to be a problem. There was a certain clip that made the rounds last night of the Birds rookie putting fellow newcomer Cam Jergens on skates in a one-on-one drill. Barrett, I will be transparent. That looks like I don't even push a Swiffer wet jet that efficiently. He just moved that man like it was nothing.
I mean, that's crazy, you know. I mean, I was talking to the guys, you know, down here in the studio, and, I said earlier on today that it looked like he was pushing a blocking sled.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just forcing them back. He couldn't stop. Cam Jergens was on roller skates. And that just goes to show the power that this man possesses. It almost looks like he's the offensive lineman and Cam Jergens is the defensive lineman. I mean, that's just great football. And as a quarterback, when you're in the middle of the field and you want to step up, with a guy like Davis rushing a passer up the middle like that, you can't step up and step into your throw. That's why a lot of quarterbacks get uncomfortable. When you can't step up and throw into your throw, it makes balls either sail or balls get knocked down. And also, as a quarterback, when you're trying to do that throwing motion and you got a guy like Jordan Davis pushing your starting center into the backfield, that's when we get the broken hands, those broken hits on the thumb, you know. That's where they break those things when they do that. So that's what you want from a guy in the middle.
I mean, I don't hope there's some brave centers out there, but that takes some bravery to go up against that man. All right, finally, your last stance. Lane Johnson is the best player on the Eagles. Here is Lane last night talking about going into his 10th NFL season and feeling better than ever.
I can say now I'm definitely a lot bigger and stronger than what I was during the Super Bowl year. I feel like my best football is coming. I feel like this age, next 2 years, be prime. But, yeah, it's just different. Whatever I may have lost in speed, I feel like I made up in power.
Yes, that's exactly what he made up in power. Lane Johnson is a man among boys now. He's more fit than he's ever been. He's bigger than he's ever been. I mean, he even has abs. The guy's over 300 pounds and has abs. Lane Johnson might be the most physical tackle in the league right now. I can think of Trent Williams, probably the only guy I can say is on the same level as him. He's no doubt top 2 offensive lineman in the nation. And if you talk about right tackles, he is no doubt the #1 right tackle in the NFL. So yes, I see him as a dominant figure. He is definitely the best player on this team, and it's good to have an offensive lineman, the best player on your team, because that means your offense is pretty good because your tackles are what keep you in the game. Those guys on the outside, those bookends, are really what protect those quarterbacks the most, especially when you have 2 bookends like that, Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson.
And probably as equally important to that power, he said earlier in camp, mentally, he's in a really great place as well.
Yes, sir.
Which is
Woo!
a good sign
Let's go.
for Lane Johnson.
Well, I say, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
That's all right, I'm not offended.